Hi everybody, Corey here. So I'm here today with a special TBR video. I have decided this month that I'm going to be participating in the Tome Topple Readathon. Now this is a readathon that I have never officially participated in before, but I'm very excited about it because it is a readathon dedicated to reading all of your long books, so books that are over 500 pages long. This is the 9th round of this readathon, so you may have heard of it already, but basically this is hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes, one of our lovely reps, and a bunch of other co-hosts who I'll link everybody down below. And there are a few different challenges for this. So I'm going to go through all of the prompts and see if I can get through the challenges. Now this is a 2-week readathon from November 9th to November 22nd because it gives you 2 weeks to get through some of those longer books. So without further ado, let's go through my TBR. So the first prompt is always to read more than one tome. I have 3 tomes on my list that I'm hoping to get to, so definitely gonna do this one. The next prompt is to read a tome that has been on your TBR for the longest. Now actually my TBR at home, my physical TBR of books that I have like in my possession at home is quite small, believe it or not. It's like under 30 and even maybe under 20 books at this point. So I actually haven't had this book for that long, but I think the one I have had the longest is on the Back of the Turtle by Thomas King. This is a book that was actually on my October TBR, I believe, that I never got to, but I do still want to read it. And if you missed that video, this is about a scientist named Gabriel who goes back to the Smoke River Reservation where his mother and sister used to live, and it has been hit with an environmental disaster, and he discovers that he has been part the research that he was doing as a scientist may have been part of the problem that caused the disaster at Smoke River. So, and he's kind of grappling with that, and then there's also some magical elements that come into play. I really want to read it. It's gonna happen during Tome Topple, fingers crossed. Next up is to read a tome that is part of a series, and I am lucky enough to have my hands on the sequel to Wicked Saint, which is Ruthless Gods by Emily A. Duncan. Now this is a chunky book. I think for the other 2 books I'm gonna read, I'm gonna both listen to the audiobook and physically read them. This one, obviously as an ARC, there is no audiobook, so I think this one's gonna take me the longest to get through, even when you see my next book. Wicked Saints was so edge of your seat, and it ended in such a way that I cannot wait to be back with my bloody children again. Super excited to read this one. This one actually comes out in April of next year. The next prompt is to read a book that is in a genre that you wouldn't normally read from. And again, I'm going to go with The Back of the Turtle. I unfortunately don't read much Indigenous fiction, and I'm trying to fix that. So this one is a genre I don't normally read from, but I hope to normalize reading it very soon. And the 5th and final prompt is to read a book that is an adult novel, so it's not YA or middle grade. And this one is real big, and that is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandra Dumas. This is actually Crystal's all-time favorite book, and I actually don't know what it's about. I'm gonna dive in blind. But it's a classic, and my copy is, let's see how long it is. Oh my god. 1,276 pages long. So this is definitely a tome. I have the audiobook from Scribd, so as I said, I'm going to both listen and physically read it so that I can listen to it when I'm, you know, walking or something, and or doing the dishes or whatever. So hopefully can get through it a little bit faster, because this audiobook is 53 hours long. So thank goodness this readathon is 2 weeks. Alright, so that is my TBR for the Tome Topple Readathon. Let me know if you're joining in or what you plan to be reading during the readathon. I love reading long books. I'm not intimidated typically by the length of a novel, but I think The Count of Monte Cristo, this will be a really good push for me to finally get through it. Alright, so thanks to you so much for watching. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe for more videos every week. Happy reading, and thanks for being awesome. Bye!